Please subscribe the channel for more videos. We promise to keep you entertained. Because Rentaro risks his life every time and she can't help him in any way. Rentaro then remembers Morodo's words and tries to convey his feelings towards Kasara. But everyone interrupts the moment. Later, they cheer for their new team and everyone lays their trust on their leader, Rantaro Satomi. The next day, Rantaro and Kasara conduct a test for their students where they have to write about their dreams. Matsuzaki thanks them for doing this for his children. When Enju completes her paper, she writes about her dream of marrying Rantaro and kissing him every day. Later, Tina also does the same thing and he gets really frustrated by these girls. Rentaro then takes the girls on a trip to the Flames of Return. In the past, there were two big battles against the Gastrea and Tokyo. The second battle of Kanto was fought from the Flames of Return. He also tells them about the Jinin festival, where people set sparky balloons to fly in the sky to honor the death of the soldiers who lost their lives in the second fight. The children then have a small meeting, after which they approve Rentaro as their teacher and some of them tell him that they want to marry him. They get on top of him, to which he falls and all of them have a great laugh. Later in the night, Rantaro and Kasara visit the monolith, to which Rantaro doubts that the material used in making the monolith had a problem. The next day, the people of Kanto get the information about the monolith corrosion and they all start to flee the area. Rantaro, as he is walking by, finds the same blind girl at the same place getting beaten up by a mob. He steps in and stops them from going any further. After returning to his camp, Kasara receives the info about the monolith construction, which was made by none other than her big brother Tendu Kazamitsu. Enju and Rantaro then leave for school while leaving Tina and Kasara behind as they were sleeping. After they reach the school, he gets shocked and emotional at the same time. Some people who hated the cursed children dropped bombs on the area and killed all the girls. He goes to confirm their bodies and sobs at their death. He stops Enju from seeing the bodies, but she pushes her way in and starts crying after seeing all the bodies of her dead friends. Rantaro then goes to the roof and sees through all the papers where they wrote about their dream in life. One wanted to become a teacher, another to own her candy store, and other to be a bride, a florist, and then all the papers fly away and he sits there depressed. Kasara calls him and tries to calm him when suddenly the monolith falls one day early because of the strong winds. He grabs Enju and they both now once again have to fight with Gastrea. All the troops are now prepared for the Gastrea attack. The JSDF are defeated and now it's up to them to stop the Gastrea. Rantaro and his team sees that some of the Gastrea have detached from their team, so if they flank them, they are gone. Rantaro then violates the rules and commands his team to kill all the Gastrea detached. They kill them all and return back to find that many of their comrades have died. Rantaro tells Hidehiko to command everyone to fall back. But Hidehiko is horrified and tells him that they had no chance in the fight because the spear of light, a strong light which destroys everything in its way. Then the spear of light can be seen and Hidehiko falls off the cliff in the hands of the Gastrea and dies. Later, Rantaro visits all the wounded soldiers, where Enju and Kasara are also helping. Morodo also visits them and helps the wounded when she was given a flight to flee the country because she is Japan's greatest brain. But she decided to stay and cheer for them. Rantaro then gets a call from Gadu. He tells him that he fought Aldabro, but it had intense regeneration power and Gadu lost a leg. Also, the spear of light is due to the presence of another Gastropledes. Gadu also asks him about his son Hidehiko, if he fought bravely. At last, Gadu gave him a punishment for disobeying the orders of the senior. He gave him two choices. Either his team backs off from the mission and they will be punished later by the government, or he alone goes to fight and destroy Pleiades. Rantaro is left with no choice, so the next day he is now on his own to fight Pleiades. Kasara tries to stop him, but he didn't listen to her. On his way, he is chased by some wolf Gastrea. He gets injured and falls into a river. When he gets up, he finds himself surrounded by Gastrea. He feels very helpless. But out of nowhere, Cajetan arrives and kills all the Gastrea, saving Rantaro. Later, Cajetan gave him bandage and medicines, but Rantaro cannot trust him as he keeps his gun pointed towards Cajetan. Cajetan assures him that he won't harm him and will instead help him defeat Pleiades. The next day, they find Pleiades, who is sleeping and can be destroyed if a punch is blown into his stomach and destroy it. Cajetan offers for help and they both destroy Pleiades into many pieces. But then all the Gastrea sleeping next to it awake and are now about to kill them. They both run back and again Cajetan helps Rentaro and they successfully escape. He returns back to base where he meets Enju and Kasara, who are really happy to see him again. He gets the information that Kadu died in the fight, so as the one with the highest rank after Gadu, Rantaro is elected as the commander for the rest of the fight. Rentaro then comes out to find Cajetan and all the others surrounding them. Cajetan then introduces him as Rantaro's ally, and Rentaro tells everyone how he was saved by Cajetan. He tells everyone to stop fighting and all should together fight to defeat the Gastrea. Schumer now comes and gives bad news to Rentaro. Fuse was attacked by a Gastrea and her corrosion rate has exceeded 50%. Before she turns into a Gastrea, she has to be killed. Being the team leader, Rentaro himself goes where Fuse lies on the bed and says how she can sense everybody's emotions and how she is smelling confusion from Rentaro. She then goes to the toilet, but Rentaro realizes something fishy. She has ran away. Everyone is now searching for Fuse when Rentaro and Schumer find her body in front of a tree, who has shot herself as she didn't want to be a burden for the team. Schumer tells Rentaro to keep it a secret and to tell everyone that Fuse ran away. Later in his speech, Rentaro saw the guys fearing the Gastrea. So he attacks one guy who wanted to leave and warned everyone that whoever tries to leave dies. Kasara then argues with Rentaro that this is too much, but Rentaro explained that everyone was fearing the Gastrea, so now the only one they'll be fearing is him. Also that time, Soma teams up with Kadu's initiator, Osaka Maibu, as they both have lost their comrade in the same day. Rentaro then calls Miori for weapons which can be used to destroy Aldebro. She then tells them that Aldebro forces will arrive in half a day, and she has a special bomb, pyrotic bomb, which is 20 times stronger than the 500-pound bombs earlier used on him. But there's a catch to it. The bomb has to blast inside his body. So first you have to blast a hole in Aldebro and place the bomb inside him. After he regenerates, the bomb goes off and destroys him. The role of blowing a hole in his stomach is given to Rentaro. They name the plan as Rapier's Last and set a new location to fight Flame of Return. After they reach there, he sees Enju really sad and remembers the time he spent with his students at the Flame of Return. Enju tells him that she is confused for whom they are fighting, to which Rentaro replies, "Let's finish our fight here, and later we'll decide if fighting for people like this is really worth it or not." Everyone is now ready for the battle and are waiting for batteries so they can use the light and fight at night. But the one bringing the batteries was the ladies' guard, and to take his revenge on Rentaro, he throws all the batteries at a lake. Everyone is now worried because the batteries haven't arrived and the Gastrea are approaching them. Suddenly, a few hundred glowing balloons are seen in the sky. It is the Genin festival, and Lady Saitanshi made it happen, so that Rentaro and the others can continue their fight. Rentaro, along with others, now proceeds to attack Aldebro, and everyone is helping him, getting him closer to Aldebro, including his team and even Cajetan. After reaching close to him, Enju kicks Aldebro. Rentaro then goes on top of him, but he attacks him with his spikes, which Rentaro dodges and blows a punch, creating a hole where he places the bomb, and runs away along with Enju. But unfortunately, the bomb fails to explode, and Miori now suggests that pressure has to be applied to bomb to make it explode, which can only be done at point zero. Rantaro bids Enju farewell, but she refuses, so he knocks her out and is now on his way. Then Eldabaro throws his poison and destroys Rantaro's vibranium legs. Schumer now comes for help and takes Rantaro away. He suggests that he will activate the bomb as destroying from inside is his style. Rantaro tries to stop him but couldn't. Schumer delivers his powerful punch and the bomb explodes, destroying both Eldabaro and Schumer. When Rentaro comes back to his senses, he sees Enju right beside him and everyone else, a lot of comrades, dead. Later, Kasara along with others meets her brother, Kazamishu, and confronts him for diluting the vibranium with other ingredients for construction of the monolith 32. They both then have a duel in which Kasara cuts her brother's leg and questions him about their parents' death. He tells the truth that he and his other brothers killed them because they were about to expose the dark truths about the Tando family to the world. She then leaves the room along with others, when suddenly her brother's body explodes. She had actually made a cut which was unnoticed earlier and is now very happy that she finally took her revenge. Rantaro then tries to explain to Kasara that what she is doing is wrong, but Kasara tells him that she holds evil and will do anything to get her revenge. Rantaro then warns Enju and Tina that he might become Kasara's enemy. At last, Rantaro and Enju are now going to the conferment ceremony of decoration at Lady Satanshi's sacred place, where they will be congratulated. Enju then hands him a paper with oaths on it. Number 1, you will never face an enemy alone. 2, we will do everything together. 3, don't knock me out cold without warning. As he is about to read the 4th one, the train stops because of an accident at the 3rd district station. Rentaro then lays on Enju's lap and starts crying. He fears that he will grow numb to all this death and suffering. He requests Enju to always stay by his side. Enju then promises him that they will be together until the bitter end. And the story ends here. Please subscribe the channel for more such videos and let us know in the comments about your favorite part of the video. Thank you for watching.